Breath of the Wild Walkthroughs Episode 2. Oman Shrine, Magnesis Trial. Hey guys, welcome back to Walkthroughs Plus. Today we're going to be doing the Oman Shrine, the first shrine in Breath of the Wild where you get Magnesis. How to do this shrine? It's easy. All shrines are just self-contained dungeons, and at the end of the shrine, you receive your first spirit orb, an item that you'll soon be able to exchange in the packs of four or extra hearts or stamina. Now, when we left off, we were at the top. We are I would say actually the bottom of the Great Plateau Tower. So we're gonna start from that point in time. And first, I'm going to show you how to open a save file in Breath of the Wild. So you select start play, and then you can select an earlier point in time. But for now, we're going to go to the one at the top, which is the latest one. And we're going to select start. Now this page, the loading screen on the top right corner, it shows how many hearts and stamina vessels you have, and how many Korok seeds you have, and it shows tips and tricks on the left side. So we last left off here, and we're going to go to that orange glowing building called a shrine. But first we're going to get something very important from that little body of water down the slope. I hope you can see something splashing about down there. And now you now know the button controls, so it's time to loosen the reins and let you figure it out for yourself. So we're gonna grab a Hyrule Bass by pressing A, and you can dash in water with X. Don't eat it yet, because it will come in useful at a later point in the adventure. So we're at this monster camp. Now, monsters and watchtowers will sound the alarm if they spot you. So we're gonna... Yeah, this is the adventure log. So, as I was saying, monsters and watchtowers will sound the alarm if they spot you, so you should prioritize defeating them first. Like that one. It's also armed with a bow. But luckily they can't see us. There's one red bokoblin there, and 3 red bokoblins around a campfire. They're known to buggy every once in a while. We won't get those crates now. See, it blew into a horn to alert its allies. Now, we're just going to knock this guy off. Grab his bow. Keep hitting him. Oh, that one guy got me pretty good. Anyway. We're gonna grab the other 5 arrows. So this is called a spin attack. Just hold Y to do it, but make sure to press B before you run out of stamina. You can change shields by holding left on the D-pad and using the right joystick. We're just gonna defeat these monsters. Just like spam Y for best effect. Grab the weapons they drop. This guy's innards. Hit this guy. And then, now they're all defeated, so the treasure chest on the other watchtower opens. And because usually monster outposts will feature a treasure chest like that unlocks once you've defeated all the monsters. There are many monster outposts, like thousands, scattered throughout Hyrule. Let's see what this one has to offer. Ooh, a traveler's sword. So we're going to... There's a cooking pot, but we don't need that now. We're going to plunder the chests for resources. We're gonna... Oh. Well, we don't have any means of destroying these crates anymore, I don't think. We should equip a new weapon. Actually, no. Let's just leave it as it is. But we don't have any means of destroying these crates. So let's just keep going towards the shrine. Yep, it's called a shrine, and there are 120 of them throughout Hyrule. This is our very first. And we're just going to swim across. If you want to, dash with X, but be careful. We're just going to ignore the fish, since we've already gotten some. And now we're going to wait until our salmon refills, climb up here, and then here we are. Now, if you've gotten the DLC, like I have, then you can see an EX chest. Let's open that, because it contains a ruby, a valuable gemstone that we should sell when we get a chance to sell it. Anyway, how to open a shrine, there's a pedestal you can see right there. Just gonna examine it. And then that establishes it as a travel point. Registering at a shrine turns it into a travel point, and then they'll gradually form a network that allows you to warp to basically anywhere in Hyrule, with that saving you a lot of time when you need to get someplace quickly. Anyway, you can see that the top of the shrine is glowing orange, but the bottom is blue. That shows that we have not that shows that we've activated it but not yet completed it. So next you're going to next you're going to want to examine this thing. It turns into an elevator that you ride down. Yeah. Some items like bows and runes allow you to target things by tilting your controller. To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Oman Ao. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. So, shrines present you with puzzles you have to solve. In this particular case, we have to get to that room, but we can't because of the barred gate blocking the way. There's a secret passage under these two slabs. However, we can't, but they're too heavy to lift with our bare hands. So what you want to do is go over to this guidance stone and examine it. And then this gives us our very first rune called Magnesis. You can manipulate metallic objects using magnetism. Now remember that those slabs on the floor were made out of metal. So we can use this to lift them out of the way and get across. You can use the rune with the left joystick like so. And you tilt the controller to tilt the reticle, line it up with a metallic item, and then press A to activate it. You can move it around by tilting the controller or using the right joystick. And then that reveals a passage. We can climb down it, swim, or cross to the other side. And now there's so now we can grab this with Magnesis. We're going to loosen the reins, since I'm assuming that you know how, and use it. And we're going to use it as a cudgel to destroy the concrete blocks blocking the way to the next puzzle. And so now we can But there's going to be a new type of enemy behind here, so that's why I equipped the Boko Club. And you should too. Or whatever good weapon you have. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. So now you can move it around and use the up and down on the D-pad to push and pull the metal cube, respectively. See that thing behind it? That is a Guardian Scout. You're going to want to destroy it as it fires a low-power beam at you, like so. It does 3/4 of a heart of damage. So it'll take 4 hits from a Boko Club to destroy it, and then pick up the ancient materials it drops. These can vary. For me, it was ancient screws. So you want to cross this metal slab. You want to cross this metal slab like a bridge. Grab it again. Move it to sort of create a stepping stone to the next part. Like that. And then cross it. And see that chest on the ledge? We can't reach it, but it's made of metal, so we can grab it from here. And then use left on the D-pad to pull it back to us, like so. Lower it, and then open it. Then there's the Traveler's Bow. Got the Traveler's Bow. Now there are 2 huge metal doors. You can activate one and pull it to open it. This will reveal the way to the altar, and then head up the stairs and interact with the altar to get your first spirit orb, an item that you will soon be able to exchange in groups of 4 for extra hearts and stamina. Just go up the stairs and get your spirit orb from the monk. I'll let you enjoy this scene. The monks have been meditating inside the shrines for 10,000 years, waiting the arrival of the new hero. And the altar is easily recognizable thanks to the blue energy barrier surrounding it. Once you interact with the altar, that completes the shrine and gives you your spirit orb. With that, the monk's duty is fulfilled, as it'll say. And then the monk will turn to dust and quietly fade away. This monk's name is also the shrine's name, Oman Ao. It gives you a spirit orb. A spirit symbol of courage given to those who have overcome the challenges of a shrine. May the goddess smile upon you. Then the monk turns to dust and quietly fades away. So now we're back outside. And the old man comes advertising the paraglider to us. It seems you have managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. For me, I'll select how did he know, but there's no wrong answer. How did you know? Clairvoyance. Oh, perhaps just something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that's not true for everyone. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of this shrine, it all is connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. I'll say, what do you mean? It's been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. That's their symbol, the eye. Their crest. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It's interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across this land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. That wasn't the deal. Ooh. Oh, well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I'll also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? Are you joking? Oh. I'm afraid not, but do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Oh, so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. So now you can lift this up and then drop it. And grab the arrows. This chest also contains something. It's under the water. We can move it to us with Magnesis. And amber. There's also another chest under the water. This one contains an opal, or I think. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see. Yep. Yes, it contains an opal. And now, let's see if what these two boxes hold. This one holds, a roasted bass, an arrow, and a baked apple. And this one holds another arrow and another baked apple. Anyway, it's sunset now, and we should find a place to camp. Oh, since we have the DLC, we can use Heroes Path mode. This basically shows you the route that you've taken on your adventure. It can save up to 256 hours of gameplay. See where we went from the Shrine of Resurrection, down this path collecting Highland shrooms. This is where we met the old man. This is where we received our first Korok seed. Then we defeated monsters here and got the Highland trousers. We went down this slope and defeated those bokoblins with a bow. We defeated this one with a shield. We activated the tower. We defeated this monster outpost. And then we swam across to the shrine. And then we're here now. It can save a lot of gameplay. However, as you create new stuff, sometimes old stuff will be replaced. Anyway, there's the Shrine of Resurrection, the Great Plateau Tower, and the Oman Ao Shrine, which we're near now. Now we're going to travel to the Great Plateau Tower by selecting it. And then from here, I'll show you another trick that you can also learn from by speaking to the old man. So basically from here you can press down on the right joystick to activate the scope, and then press A to select a pin on an object. The pin will appear on your map to show you where you should go. This is the next shrine we should visit, the Jabaig Shrine in the Eastern Abbey. We're going to place a pin on that by pressing A. Next, This is the Owa Shrine. It's much farther than the Jabaig Shrine. And then the third is the farthest of them all, the Kenamut Shrine. And place a pin on that one also. Then press B. And this concludes our video. Now, make sure to stay tuned for episode 3, the Jabaig Shrine. And comment and leave a comment if you wish. I'll try to enable comments soon. And how to save a game, just select save, and then select return to title screen. Now it shows that we've completed 1 shrine, got 1 spirit orb, got a Korok and stuff. Subscribe for more Zelda and future videos.